Reset.
Yeah. You got it. You got it. My name is Sahara Gibson. I graduated and competed for Temple University's gymnastics team, and my favorite event is vault.
My name's Michelle Morisano. I've been doing gymnastics for about 15 years. I competed on the Rutgers gymnastics team, and my favorite event is bars.
My name's Ayana Lee. I've been doing gymnastics for 15 years. I was on the Rutgers gymnastics team, and my favorite event is the floor exercise.
My name's Jesse Danger. I've been training parkour for about 15 years. I'm the co-founder and director of the Movement Creative.
My name's Mike Arujo. I've been practicing parkour for 14 years, and I'm currently the head coach for the Movement Creative.
My name is Jeremy Gallant. I've been doing parkour for about 15 years. I am a parkour instructor at Brooklyn Zoo.
My name is Orlando Alicea. I've been training parkour for around 10 years, and I'm a parkour instructor at the Brooklyn Zoo.
The first challenge today is going to be a leap. Gymnastics is often very powerful, especially on floor with the tumbling, but leaps give you an opportunity to kind of get a little graceful and really accentuate and show your flexibility. So with a leap, we're going to do a sachet, like a dance move, and then we're going to leap with our good leg. So if you're a lefty, you'll sachet with your right leg, and if you're a righty, you'll sachet with your left leg.
My eyes see graceful, but my brain is like I'm a robot. I don't think I can do that, but I'll give it my best shot.
Flexibility is not my strong suit, so I don't think this will be as easy as Sahara makes it look.
In parkour, I'm paying a lot of attention to the environment, to where I'm landing, how I'm landing, but my shape in the air isn't as important.
Honestly, I have no clue what that was. I feel like I'm gonna look really silly.
So just like, let's do just sachet. Okay, don't think about it. Just go for it. Great job. Yes, I try to like extend more with your legs. Yes. Yes. Great job. I think it just, sometimes you can overthink it. I did the same thing, but once you kind of let yourself go, I think they did a great job.
It's really humbling because it looks like a basic move, and I felt like I had to slow it down a lot just to get my brain to wrap around it.
Not feeling very graceful at the moment, but it's fun to like step out of my element for a little bit and try something new.
The footwork is actually really confusing, so I'm interested, like, if this is the first thing, what's the next level? Because this is kind of hard, and it's like such a simple move.
So the uneven bars is a different kind of movement on the body. It's more grip strength and upper body strength. First, you're gonna jump onto the low bar with straight arms, and you're gonna extend your body all the way out, bringing your feet back to the bar to pull yourself up, and then jump to the high bar, swing passing the low bar, and then release and do a back tuck off. That routine is for the lower levels, about level 4, so that's between the ages of 2nd and 4th grade.
That's our competition,
Okay.
7-year-olds. Sweet.
That's a high bar. No, I mean, it's an uneven bar. It's been a while since I've done one of those getting to the bar. The flyaway maybe, but I don't know about the whole thing together.
I'm excited. I love swinging in parkour, so I think it will translate well. I'm feeling good for this one.
I heard you perform 10% better when you believe in yourself, so I think I can do this.
Who's going first? Okay. Oh.
There we go, buddy.
Oh!
Yeah!
Keep your arms straight.
Yes, Orlando! All right, Mike. super clean. 10 out of 10.
It's better than mine. The guys actually caught on to the uneven bars routine really well and fast. I was very impressed. In men's gymnastics, the guys don't typically use the wooden uneven bars. They typically use a single metal bar. So it was really interesting to see how they were able to use the uneven bars like the women do. I think Mike even did it better than me on that routine.
Super fun. I love swinging as like a movement skill. I practice it pretty regularly on my own. This was a little bit different in terms of how we were linking the skills together on the gymnastics bars. I'm like ready to keep doing it over and over again, but my hands hurt, so I'm gonna take a little break.
That was a lot harder than I was expecting. I think what my problem was, I was thinking of it too much as bars in parkour, where there's actually a bit more stability. That bend is like kind of threw me off, and I had to figure out a way around that. So that was my biggest challenge. But I think once I jumped to the next bar for the flyaway, I was much more comfortable.
Now I have something to work on in a gymnastics gym. And I got a little skin in the game.
So I'm going to show you the third challenge today, which is a front handspring on the vault apparatus. The vault is great and it's fun because it's super fast and you kind of use all your force and get it done quickly. You kind of want to start running like at a medium speed, like I said before, and then when you hit the springboard, you want to make sure your arms circling before to get your momentum, and then you hit the board with your feet in front of you so that your heels can drive you for the front handspring. And you want to make sure that your shoulders are nice and tight, because you push through the front handspring with your shoulders rather than the arm bending. So it's more of a shoulder movement rather than arm.
Down first, then up. Like.
Yeah, so instead of like pushing like that, it's kind of like a pop through your shoulders.
So we don't want to hit the board like fully extended yet. We want to wait till we're...
Right, it's kind of like two set movements. So you hit it and then it's like a push to accelerate the front handspring. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, let's try it out.
Yeah, definitely more speed.
Yeah, no, I was like trying to get used to like how high the board is and everything, or the table.
Oh, yay! That was good.
Oh.
Oh, yay!
Boy.
Yeah.
Nice roll.
When you hit the springboard, the bottom one, use that as momentum to drive your heels, so you're already in like a 90-degree angle. So it's
That's
like
going to be really difficult.
Oh.
that, not up completely. It should be like a. Oh, that was nice. Woo. Okay. Woo. Ooh, that was better. Oh
no.
Brownie points.
So I think this challenge might be my favorite one so far. In parkour, we're usually jumping off concrete or metal or wood. So getting the extra bounce just made this super fun. It felt like I was flying, and the soft mat made for a nice landing.
It's like doing a cat pass, but just times 11. So that was really good stuff.
In parkour, when we're doing something for the first time, we call that breaking a jump. And that's really about getting past the fear, showing yourself that you can do something that resembles what you're going for and that it's not as scary as it might seem. And once the jump was broken, then I could take the technical cues that she had given us beforehand.
I think like their braveness really surprised me, how they kind of went at it with full force and no fear. That was really cool. Their form was a little bit different, as I suspected, but overall it was really good and they put in a lot of effort. So the
fourth challenge we're going to take on today is the balance beam. We're going to put a bunch of skills together to create your own routine. So I'm going to give you guys 4 different skills, and then we're going to end with a dismount. So then you'll present at the end after you stick it.
That looks pretty interesting. I like that there's a whole dance aesthetic to it as well, and a bit more freedom for self-expression. I like to balance a lot. That looks like a lot of fun.
I'm kind of worried about the Webster at the end. It's kind of sketchy to go off of a beam that has such narrow footing.
The thing that I was noticing most, and it's going to be a little bit difficult for me, is all the flare and flourish, the extra arm movements, the poise. So I'll try to play around with that.
There were a fair amount of dance type elements in there, which is outside my comfort zone. So we'll see how it goes. I'll try and be as graceful as possible.
So the first thing that we're going to learn is the mount. That's the first thing that the gymnast does to start their routine. You're going to first present, and then you're going to mount and stand up. Yeah. You got it. You got it. Great.
I tried to save you, brother.
The next skill, let's add a little dance to it, is going to be a scale. And you're going to go. So the next skill we're going to do is a squat turn. We have to change direction oftentimes in our routine, so this will be your change of direction. So after the scale, you're going to go down and up. Yeah. Then the next skill that we're going to do, it's a requirement in your routine. You have to do a jump. I'm going to do a tuck jump. Yeah. Okay, wolf jump. Great. So the final thing is a dismount. So we mount on the beam, we do our skills, and then we have to get off the beam. So at the end of this, most importantly, you should try your best to stick it and then present. Do the best you can. And we're gonna do a similar skill like you guys taught us, the Webster, but off the beam.
Let's do it.
I think they did great. It was nice to see some of them put their little spin and personality on the routine. It surprised me how easy it was for them, but they did a great job. They were very controlled and very calm on the beam.
So when I was starting parkour, I think I saw gymnastics as a highly regimented, very structured, coach-driven, aesthetic-driven discipline that was mostly focused around competition. And today I feel like I got to play with gymnastics, try different things, and I felt really accepted even when my form wasn't perfect.
I think they all really wanted to learn and try new things, and I think we definitely can share the fun and enjoyment of learning new skills. So I think overall that was a good experience for the both of us.
What surprised me today was how well they picked up on everything. They kept asking questions on what they can do to improve their skills, so That was really cool to see them wanting to get better and wanting to learn the skills in gymnastics.
Of all of the events that we did today, I think my favorite would have to be the vault. It feels so freeing to have that sense of weightlessness in the air while also just exploding out. That feels really good.
I think my favorite part was doing the balance beam, just because that's in general not a men's sport. So I think that was my favorite part.
Almost everything we did in here is transferable to parkour. Like, all the tools that they gave me is gonna help me.
Some of the things I did today, in my head, I thought they might take 2 or 3 months to get good, and that became a really difficult, large barrier of entry to even trying it. So I would say if you have even an inkling of wanting to try gymnastics, you should find a place and give it a shot.
Doing gymnastics today was like a blast from the past because I remember doing a little bit of it as a kid, but never really following up. To be able to come here to this facility and try it out in a space with proper instructors and proper equipment and learn how to do things the right way was a nice little gracious gift.
Movement is fun, and moving with others from a different discipline is always a good time, and you can learn from each other. And opportunities like this, I think, if you ever have it, definitely do it.
If you've never tried gymnastics before, everyone can do it. You just kind of have to trust your body and start where you feel comfortable. You might not be able to do the big skills that you see on the Olympics, but you definitely can learn a few tricks.